5 o'clock? Okay, it's 5 o'clock, so we'll open the Rules and Legislative Committee. All of the members are present and accountable. I guess we're ready for prayer. Let's pray. Our Father, who art the hope of all the earth, remember us in love, and guide us by thine wisdom. We ask your continued care for Commissioner John Brown. We ask thee grant blessings upon thy servants, the President and Congress, our Governor and State Legislature, our County Mayor, and our Commissioners. Bless us with the spirit of wisdom, goodness, and truth. May law and order, justice, and peace prevail. Defend our liberties, preserve our unity, in the honor of thy holy name. Amen. Okay, the first item is approval of minutes from the September 21st, 2021 Rules and Legislative Committee meeting.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. The second item is consideration of placing the October 12th, 2021 Commission minutes on the November 9th, 2021 County Commission agenda.
We replace those on the commission agenda without a recommendation.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Third item is consideration of placing the notary applicants on the November 9th, 2021 County Commission agenda as requested by County Clerk Donna Thomas.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Okay, the Veterans Report was in our packet. Looks like there were 40 veterans that were transported to the VA hospitals, and 56 veterans came by the office and the courthouse. Is there any questions or discussion concerning the Veterans Report? Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Of course, the Ag Board met again. It's just for our own information. It looks like they had a regular meeting. If there's not any questions, we can just go on. It's basically for our own information. Is there any questions or discussion concerning the Ag Board minutes? There being none, we'll go on to the next. Next item is redistricting presentation, current proposed maps. So, Mr. Bibb.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our committee has met. We're going to meet a final time for the final approval on this. We have Commissioner Yockey was there. I think Commissioner Adams was there. Commissioner Fair was there. Commissioner Tony Smith was there, along with School Board member Diane Neely, Clerk and Master Kurt Cobb, and our County Planning Director Chris White, and that comprised our committee. And then we invited our CTAS representative to come, and she was very helpful in helping us and assisting us in putting the numbers together so that we could reach the matching criteria that put us in compliance with the one man, one vote concept, and also with Brown versus Board of Education. So we are fully in compliance in each of the districts. You have in front of you copies of the new district maps. I believe that's their new district maps here that reach us within the 5% range. Go ahead, Commissioner. It was in the package. Oh,
You got it.
and I have them here. So we can go through these if you'd like. We can answer questions if you would like. I guess, Mr. Chairman, how do you want to handle this?
Yes, whatever they'd like to do.
So it's just open for us.
Well,
Mr. Young.
you know, I'd like to kind of say what our thought processes were at the committee. And the 5th district was the lowest population out of sync with the deviation number. And if you look at any of the maps, the numbers down at the bottom of them show the population number. They wanted us to get 5,200 or something on every district, on total population, and as close as we could on it. The fifth had the lowest numbers that needed to be risen up that way, and the ninth district had the most numbers that needed to go away. So that was kind of the starting point, and really, Mr. Chairman and board, from that, after we got those two kind of sort of close, the only other thing that was brought up was there was a piece of the 8th district way out toward the airport that was just hung out there. And we got that fixed into a place. And then everything just kind of shifted to the northeast, just a little bit. And after that, it pretty much came into line. There was a question about the prisoners, but it ended up that we didn't have to do anything on that. The numbers weren't there to affect anything. And that's pretty much generally what it was.
Okay, we can take a few minutes if any other commissioners have any questions or want to discuss anything or ask anything, we'll ask them to the best of our ability. We still got some time to look at it and study.
We'll have to vote on this at the commission.
Yes.
So everybody, we need to make sure all the commissioners get a copy before, and have time to look at it before the commission meeting.
We can have that arranged where we can email copies of your new district or all of districts in there. That's not too much trouble to have. That way you've had a chance to look, but because of the deadline that we have imposed, and because of the the register elections has to have a ballot printed, so we have to know where everyone is so they can qualify for the correct seat. Because you see now why this January 1st deadline was so critical. It doesn't really matter state and federal, but local, we pick up a petition in December, and Mark Thomas' district is here, and he's been moved over here, and he's running in this, but it's not happening, but he was running another district. Everybody needs to know what district they're in for school board and county commission on these local races because of that, the May primaries. So,
I'm a little concerned on this.
Which one?
Yeah, you were saying that they came from the north side.
District 8.
District 8.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Yeah, it's, Mr. Castle, what that is in District 8, it came up towards 231, towards the airport, which was your
Right.
district up there.
Okay.
And on your map, see,
All right.
yeah,
Right here you have.
right in this area right here.
That's what I was looking at.
You had so many people here that you had to slough off some right here. So a lot of that got absorbed into the 2nd district because yours was so large in the 8th district.
Now, this was brought into, is this airport section brought into the?
No,
it went in.
it went into the 2nd district.
Okay,
Because you had so many people here
Right,
that
right.
this had to slough off in order to accommodate Chris.
Okay.
Here you are right there.
All right.
Oh,
Yep.
hang on just a second, Mr. Councilman. The 8th district was, give or take, about 100 people you needed to lose. And that made it easy just to take that chunk right out there, way on out there. And that puts you right in on the numbers wise.
Yeah.
I had to look back at my numbers, sorry. Because it didn't need to be strung out there.
Yeah.
For you to have to campaign.
And like we said, all the numbers too, as you crush towards Shelbyville, there were just huge numbers in Shelbyville that we had in the city in that area, so we have to move it this way.
Well, this and that, actually, there were 3,000 more people in the county than there was in the city, but the 8th and the 9th somehow had more of the growth than everybody else. And Summer did not like having people in the city and the county, like in the 5th district, but it's gotten to the point where we can't worry about that now.
Linda, does anybody that's currently on commission believe solid in our zones district?
No one was touched No current commissioner nor school board member was cut.
So you don't know how many.
Any other questions?
Commissioner Rick, we're ready to,
I think we're ready, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion that we approve this and send it to the full commission for next month's consideration.
okay, good. Mr. Thomas.
On the, when we do this, the summer got to notify all these voters where they're gonna go vote.
Yep.
From here on out.
Yep.
So that's changing a lot.
That does,
People,
which is another reason
Is
why
the precinct staying the same?
I believe they are,
Didn't say anything
but she
about-
didn't say that. But she did say she has to notify all those people, which was another consideration of the time crunch we're in, that they'll be
Yeah.
notified that no longer, you're no longer voting here, you're voting here.
Another district.
Yeah,
And I brought up too, Mark, you know, if you're
well,
gonna
not another district, but another voting area.
Another voting area.
400, 500 more people in the fifth district, and Norman and Black Creek handle that anymore with the same
Yeah.
number of machines, so she's got to look at all
Yeah,
that.
she's got a lot
To
to
make sure that,
digest there. And you did say this has to be done by January 1,
Yes,
so we don't need to drag on this. She's got to get rolling.
she's got to get going with it.
What was the total population?
So the county, 52,025, I believe.
52.
50,000, I'm sorry,
it went up 5,000.
I want to say 52,25.
I think it was 52.
It went from 47 something to 52 something,
Correct.
and each of the districts
Yeah.
ideally was 52.
Did Chris take into account, since he was on the committee, the number of lots that being developed on bypassing on the Fairfield Pike?
That was a discussion.
That's about probably 1,100 voters that will potentially live there the next 3 years.
Exactly, but the problem is we have to use census data.
Correct.
And it has to be out of the census tracts, and we can't project growth. We can only use the existing numbers to be in compliance with statute on this. And that was one of the concerns that we had with, we see, even though Mr. Castleman's district down there is just like this, the 9th district's like this, and we know it's gonna get larger, but we don't have actual data to support.
Unless you read-
Well, you had to use the numbers that she flashed up on the screen.
That's all we
to
had.
us.
Yeah, I was just asking, Chris had brought that up.
He did bring it up, and we had a long discussion about it, but we're just kind of stuck with this.
Any other questions? I think we have a motion and a second. Is there a ready to vote? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next one under new business workforce development, I see Mr. Vic, you made front page today
Yeah.
on time. Yeah, let's cut that out. Well, he's supposed to look at it. There he is on the front. Yeah, county reaches for the top, so that's good. Anytime you can stress the CTE, career technical education, it's good.
And you know, what this commission has done in this last 3.5 years is astounding, what all of us have done. It's about all of us, what we've all done, and the mayor, and our school board, and our school superintendent. But on Thursday, Commissioner Yaki has been a huge help to me on this. On Thursday, we're having an educational summit. We have brought in the top leaders for workforce development in the state. We've got the president of MTSU, the president of MAPA, the president of TCAP. We've got the state workforce development director. We've got State Representative Mark White, who is the chairman of the education committee, and then Shane Hooper, the Shelbyville Bedford Partnership is putting this on. Shane Hooper has brought in 5 of our business people to talk to the teachers. Over 300 teachers will be in attendance there, as well as all of us in there have invited. This is a real opportunity for us to see where we want to go, how we measure up, how our students can find ways for this seamless transition from high school to college. So we're not doing 2 years of high school and college, we're doing 2 years of college and high school. And we just think from a workforce initiative, and the mayor asked us to run with this, and we have, and Commissioner Yaki's done great help. But it's really, everybody needs to be, the sheriff's going to be there. Hopefully he's going to be in a bad mood that day, and everybody's gonna be happy. And I think Commissioner Thomas is gonna have the fire department there, and so we're looking forward to it. Chairman. We'll encourage all of you to be there. We have a little break room for everybody for coffee and snacks, and we'll have a live stream the event as well.
Okay, so it's 8 to 11.
Yeah.
Central High School, is it in the auditorium?
It's in the auditorium.
Okay.
It's
Yes, Central High School auditorium.
Auditorium. When you look at the school, it's on the left, and I think the program begins at 9:15. We have an 8:30. If you want to come by and get a cup of coffee, we got a little place.
8:15.
Okay. I don't have my agenda in front of me.
Hey, 8 o'clock, everybody.
Everybody gets at 8 o'clock. That'll be fine. And it'll be over promptly at 11, so.
Okay, is there any questions concerning the Workforce Development Summit? Okay, we got one other thing. I think we need to put this resolution on there. It just came in late. Anna said it's resolution 21, whatever it's gonna be, but it's for the grant awarded by the Tennessee Housing Development Agency. And I don't see any reason why we can't go and put it on the agenda for next month. Any questions or discussion?
We do this all the time. I mean, this is something new, not new, so make a motion to put it on the agenda.
And I'll second.
Okay, is there any other further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Is there any other business to come before the committee? Any other business? You can entertain a motion to adjourn? You can adjourn. Okay, so moved.